evening and welcome to Apex Esports League. Thanks for joining us for the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Supercars Championship. We are up to round 9 tonight, and that sees us at Suzuka International Racing Course Grand Prix. Session has 10 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of qualifying, a 40-minute race. Weather is generated. Time of day is sunrise, so it's going to be seeing some nice cool track temperatures, and it is a 47% cap on the fuel, so they will need to take one, potentially two pit stops to be able to finish out the race. In our championship standings, after round 8, we have Tim Mulford leading the series, doing very well to be coming into round 9 and then getting ready for the final round next week with a good 200 and a bit points ahead of P2, which is Anthony Visma, and then we have Mick Clifton in P3. Now, previous results for round 8 were at Sonoma Raceway NASCAR short, and it was Aiden Kale that ended up qualifying in P2, went on to take the win for the race, and he also scored the bonus points for grabbing the fastest lap of the race. And our drivers are competing to be able to claim the first Apex Esports League trophy, so they'll be able to have their name written up on that as the first one to win. So it's going to be a fantastic one. So can Tim Mulford be able to keep charging through and be able to come away at the end of next week with that trophy? I'll bring up the track for Suzuka. It's 5.75 kilometers for the track length. There is 17 turns. It is fast, incredibly technical. And then the current ambient temperature is 19 degrees. It's 80% humidity, so a little bit lower than what we've seen from previous rounds. It is cloudy and the winds aren't too bad. It is myself that is commentating, and unfortunately missing Ryan Carlson tonight. He's unwell, so if you're tuning the stream, Ryan, wishing you all the best and hopefully see you for next week. And then we'll jump over trackside so that we can see how our drivers are faring. If you're joining us for the stream, jump in the chat, say hello. Let us know who you're here to cheer on. It's great to see all the family, friends, team members, our drivers getting in to cheer in barracks for their drivers. See if there could be some potential for some incidents. It's very easy to be able to make mistakes on Suzuka and things go very wrong. But it is a fantastic track to actually get around on. Thanks for the follow, Algazar 588. For anyone else that's new to the channel, do hit the follow button if you can get us to climb to that 380 follower margin, which is what our current goal is. That would be fantastic. Appreciate all the support we get from the league and from all our members. We put in a lot of hard work. G'day, apparently Toby. Thanks for jumping the stream in the chat. For all our viewers, we do have sound effects controls that you can play over the stream as well, so have some fun with those. So we've got less than a couple of minutes left to the open practice, and then off we go. 10 minutes of qualifying. The longer track, there's not going to be too many opportunities to get in that timed lap, so they're going to have to be very careful with those laps. Have a little bit of strategy in it. Sometimes in. Aiden Kale's got the quickest time of 2:01.664. He had a huge pace last week to go on to take the fastest lap and the race win. So narrowly avoid missing out on a clean sweep from round 8. Just missing that pole position. Rushworth just sits in a very nice time. 0.7 away from the current fast time of Aiden Kale. About 19, 20 drivers at the moment registering. They still do have some time to get in for the qualifying because you get a few more late joiners. A few parking it up. With a much longer track, it's unlikely that they're going to get much time to be able to finish those last ones. So it's going to be a very difficult qualifying session. You see similar things when we're qualifying at Bathurst and the likes with other bigger tracks. There's not too many opportunities around Suzuka to be able to scrape a wall and invalidate the qualifying time. Quick to get out on track. On this outlap, they can't afford to go for a little bit of a spool, cause some damage to the car and have to bring it back in for another outlap. Potentially only be seeing 4 timed laps. It's just going out with enough fuel. Unless they can really go for a gamble, go out there for enough fuel with that one golden lap. If nothing goes wrong, pole setting time. Maybe nice and safe just to bank in a lap. I assume we're probably going to be seeing the likes of that for our series leaders. So Tim Mulford, Anthony Visma is still very close. There's a big chance for Visma to try and reclaim a big gap in points. Try and really get peg for peg with Mulford to come in the final round and make it the decider. Is able to be able to get a good qualifying gap. So they do get points for qualifying. It's going to be try and put as many points on the board as he can for tonight. It's a cracker of a round tonight. Could be an arrive and win for the final round next week. We should start seeing some times on the board come pretty soon. We're seeing some pretty good times on the qualifying tables down below. There's a couple of pinks for Aiden and Van der Kraan. its first time lap. 2:02, we saw 2:01s in the practice, so that's a pretty good lap time for the first time lap. Track temps 19 degrees, ambience 19. The humidity's dropped down 78%. If that humidity keeps dropping, we should be able to see some pretty good times being set through the race as well. It does affect that top end speed, especially on the nice long straights through the track here. So a few drivers definitely just geared the car up with enough fuel for one lap. Here, Anthony Visma. Of course, he's going to park it up. Now, bad luck with trying to find a driver. Hopefully, someone's not too far off. Hopefully, he'll be on board for another lap. Fast, long corners, Suzuka. Right line for some of these, you can absolutely full pelt. He was a little bit slow to get on the throttle there. Right here, try and dive straight down to that curb, aiming for the green section. Oh, that's caught him off guard. Saves the car. Gone for him. To the hairpin. Like the Simpson has also made the same error, overshooting that hairpin. Come on the back straight. Which is a flat straight. Red car to the right. Heavy braking, a nice late turn in here. I'll let you get right out this exit curb, and now the dart straight into that left-hander at a reasonable amount of pace, and that opens up this straight for a good run of speed. These corners here, trying to actually not lift for the corner. You can take the corner at full pelt. Onto the final corner, the front back on the pit straight. It's probably going to be an invalidated late lap. Shane Newitz. So we did get to go around for a hot lap anyway. Visma has the pole position. 2:01.049 is the time. We'll start cheering on for Kale. No time on the board for Kale before, but he's just crossed the line then. Obviously enough fuel for a quick lap. 2 tenths away from Visma's time. Time out there so far. Tenths away. So still within that 2:01 bracket. So Clifton, first driver to get to the 2:02s. It's got quite a gap between times. And van der Kraan. It's 9 minutes 30. And it's very unlikely that they're going to get a whole extra lap in if they're crossing the control line around the countdown of the clock. This usually doesn't allow the full 2 minutes to be able to get that extra qualifying lap in. So you need to be crossing that line within those last 20 seconds already by now. Be able to wrap up one more potential lap for qualifying. Join into the session as well. There's 22 drivers in the session at the moment. It's been a while since we've seen. Can't do too many races with us. We see him out on track. Still out on track to try and defend that pole position. No, he's actually on an outlap, so he's not going to be doing it. This is sole practice here. Oh, and a rollover. I think that's coming into pit lane as well. Cochrane having a bit of fun with the car. Pit entry not going to plan. Taking it easy. He's got some damage. Maybe there was a bit of contact between him and Visma. Visma also just pulled over. Buckland just gets in another lap. And that was his fastest lap as well, a 2:08.42. I don't think there was any movement for him. Andrew Carr now on track and crosses the line. So we'll be able to have a look at these qualifying results now. Surprising enough, where the time drag on to 2.5 minutes past the end of it, so you would actually have got pretty much a whole lap in. Did boot us across pretty quick out of the practice, so the server's got a little bit of spare time. It does usually allow a little bit of hangover. And the server kicks us over now. So look at these qualifying results. Still leaves a picture of the car there for some strange reason. I don't know if I can actually get rid of that car or not, but it doesn't want to get rid of it, strangely enough. So we'll just look over Andrew Carr's car. The qualifying results for round 9 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Supercars Championship at Suzuka. Anthony Visma is in pole position. We then have the rest of the grid: Aidan Kale, Ricky High, Joe Mahoney, Mick Clifton, Peter van der Kraan, Jackson Frewer, Mark Cochrane, Adrian Simpson, Tony Phillips, Phil Buckland, Justin Haitley, Stephen Luckhurst, Tim Mulford, Russell Gander, Andrew Rushworth, Brad Hayes, Kai Turner. And our last the drivers from P19, through to P21, Shane Newens, Stephanie Piccoli, and Andrew Carr. screen now as the drivers ready up. Kick off round 9. Our drivers all gridding. Green light. Visma stalled the car last week. Doesn't happen this week. A big movement. Ricky Hyde charges into the lead. Flies ahead. A little bit of contact. Not sure where's that's coming from. Aiden Kale, Jackson Frewer, Simpson, and Mahoney managing to make contact off the start. Not sure who each was with. Even Mick Clifton having an absolute launch at the start, moving up into P2. Cal having qualified in second. He's ahead of Visma. So dropping from pole down to P4. He's going to have to hold on pretty hard. One off track for Clifton. Rejoins. Kale, back up with the P2. Giving some big pressure. Ricky Hyde. See Mahoney's got some front right corner damage to the car, so it's obviously the contact they were detecting. Ricky Hyde. I'm not sure if there may be slowing down that he's had to do. I can see that he's had an off track potentially. Visma moves through. Kale runs wide, drops back a few positions again. Well, nice long line of cars going down pit straight. Between Mulford and Haley. There's also Rushworth tucking in behind here. He's got Kai Turner right on his tail as well that he's got to contend with here. It's looking like Visma's starting to put some gap over P2. Pushing out past the second now. Clifting. Cochrane's just had a stack. Oh, he's rolled again. Car's getting back up on the wheels. It's going to be a tow. That's rather unfortunate. He's doing some good movement up through to the front pack. Still hoping for a miracle that that car ends up back on all its rubber. It's just towed the car back, rather unfortunate. I think that may have been standalone contact. Loss of control. Turner goes for an inside move to get around Rushworth. Rushworth's going to fight him hard. He's going to advantage of the left-hander. When he skates, saves the car. There could have been an incident. Able to fight on now. Turner's pace to move through here. Tucking behind Mulford. And our race leader, Anthony Visma. Down the back. Phillips gets the pass over Cole as she runs wide out onto that exit strip. Can reasonably take it wide. I think that was a fair bit of understeer. Open the door. Phillips to move up into P18. Phillips is down 8 spots at the moment as well. So a big mover at the moment. Kai Turner having gained 8 positions. Just in these first couple of laps. We're only just on lap 3. Cochrane still under tow. It is quite a lengthy tow. Hey Mark, yeah, we didn't get to see the actual flip, but saw the aftermath of you on the roof. You nearly got it back on the rubber. You also caught the flip into the pit entry as well in qualifying. Cochrane back out on track after having the tow with a flip. It could be borderline for potential saving of fuel about the last out. We sometimes see 20 potentially drag out to 25 minutes. Actually, he's going to be very tight. Splash at the end. It's going to be a very quick one. These bigger tracks do choose chop a fair bit more fuel. Conditions, humidity is still remaining. Oh no, the Kai's just had dramas. They had a stall in that spin. Uphill brakes. Cars past and back underway. They're still getting 4 positions off qualifying. That was a strategic tighter line that Clifton was doing up ahead of Mahoney here, trying to break that slipstream coming in through turn 17 or not. You really don't want to be trying to cut too tight. You do lose all that exit speed. It's about to capitalise a good run down that straight. Close down on through and out. Oh, ducks in. Nicely executed. Dive through the hairpin. quick work of Frewer for the pass. Let's move back up into P5. Looks like incident. Phil Buckland. Touched the wall. They've just been an off-track spin. It's slippery in the rear for Newlands. Side by side through the twisties. Oh, touch. That sent Rushworth out. Newlands is going to capitalise here between the contact between Haitley and Rushworth. And Brad Hayes also looking to be able to sneak through as soon as that door opened. Phillips coming in. Only 12 seconds in the box. Only splash of fuel. Maybe use of a fast repair potentially. Our race leader, Anthony Visma, nearly starting to push out this race lead to 5 seconds. 4.6 currently, and it's climbing very quickly. Reasonably comfy spot for Hyde in P2. And a podium finish for Hyde here. Could be able to have some good standings movement for him as he's currently sitting P5. And he's currently tied P5 with Van der Kraan as well. He's not too far behind, and on the move, goes for an inside attempt through turn 1. Visma just laughing Simpson at the moment. Lap 7 at the moment. Oh, Van der Kraan. Not sure if that was contact made. May have been a little bit of a netco bubble. Could have just been the pressure on the car with Frewer. May have been a little bit of a touch. See if we can. A little bit of a little bit of clipping. No reaction there for Van der Kraan. Frewer would have definitely felt that as a hit. Kai Turner makes a pass just before it. Overshot. Risky re-entry out of that chicane. A little bit of a tangle with Haitley. Cochrane looking to get around as well because he had a good pace. He was up into P5 before he ended up having that incident. Oh, tag from Kai. Haitley saved the car. Kai goes for a slide, but gets back on track. He's going to be feeling some pressure here. Looks like teammates here. Cade and Kale behind. Many working together here. Each driver for themselves. Kai Turner on the attack to the outside. Brad Hayes gets loose in the background. Oh, nearly close to touching again. I think that may have been a little tag. Potential a few more laps before considering coming in. You're going to be overdriving those tyres at this point. If you start feeling that tyre fade now, and you're going to be trying to last out a few more laps, pace is going to drop. Both Mahoney and Kale pitting in. Mulford now having gained 9 positions. Big movers. Shane Newlands gaining 11 spots at this point. Second lead now for Visma. Another lap and we'll reach the halfway point. So it should be about 19-20 laps in the race. Hyde's put over a pretty good gap now to P3. We did have Kale and Mahoney that was closing in not too far behind. And they have got their pit stops out of the way. They had pretty quick pits. 40-second journeys for them, including a 16-second stop. Coley's just had incident. I don't think she's taken any damage. Oh no, there's some heavy scrapes up that right-hand side. Steph not yet having to have been into the pits. And probably be a good opportunity to look at doing so this lap. Get that fast repair onto the car. Kai, Justin, all scrambling. Oh, there's an overshoot there for Kai. That's going to cost him some time. Haitley gets a little bit of a slide for an angled park. car just having incident as well. Both Kale and Mahoney get the run for a position on Ricky Hyde. Now it's a couple of seconds longer down that pit lane journey. 42 seconds to get in and out with an 18.8 second stop. So a couple extra seconds costing that spot. 2 spots actually for him. The long one. Try and work hard, try and reclaim some positions before the rest of the ones running up the front come in for that pit stop. Grand to Crown moving up into P2. It's now a 15-second lead for Anthony Visma. Re-entering in P6. So Brad Hayes behind, who has not come in for fuel yet. Looking to go for a slingshot. He's going to get the run of him here. Good fast sections, taking that inner line. Equinox about to squeeze out. Car on the pass, but executed nicely. Sees Carl move up into P3. Vanderkraan in the pits. Visma just leaves pits, still maintains race lead. And that leaves Aiden Kale now in P2, only 3 seconds away from Visma. So should be more than sufficient if they've taken on enough fuel to be able to last out to the 40 minutes. Tony Phillips looks like he parked up for a little while, saying 3 minutes 22 in the box. They do have unlimited fast repairs, so they don't have to worry about any lengthy repairs. Just the tow, all the journey down pit lanes, the costly part to it. Take a look through our list. Looks like Simpson's retired the car out. Tony Phillips parked up in the pits. We got Mark Cochran in P19. Andrew Carr's just come in. Phil Buckland P17. Stephanie McCauley P16. Hayes just in pit lane now. Markhurst is P15. We got Justin Haitley in 14th. Some good spacing between some of the cars now, so they can just focus on nailing some solid lap times. Brad Hayes exits the pits in P12. So that's all drivers getting that forced pit stop out of the way. Ewan's P11. Guy Turner P10. In on the chase for Frewer, testing for P7. Now series leader Tim Mulford made up 8 positions so far to be in P6. Spots, try and close that gap to Visma as much as possible. I think the fastest lap of the race is actually going to be in the 201s as well. It's a 201.66, I believe, is going to be the quickest time, which is Aiden Kale. Secured those 10 extra points last week for the fastest lap. Can dig deep and grab the fastest lap of the race. That's going to definitely be doing well. Try and nail a clean sweep from the round. It's going to make it nice and tight coming into the final round next week. For a lot of drivers, there's going to be some potential for some drive-through penalties. Say crew 17 incident points, they'll be coming in for a drive-through. On the track, slapping cars come through. three-way fight for position 7 between Jackson Frewer, Mick Clifton and Andrew Rushworth. He's had to come in and actually do any repairs. It may just be an incident point thing. In the rear for Clifton, that's going to open opportunity here for Rushworth. Coming on a nice fast section of the track. Talking about to defend this, he's going to have to hold hard for that inside as well. He's going to have to shave a lot of speed off. Very nice fast corners here. Into the chicanes. Rushworth goes for a pass too wide. Touch, maybe. A little bit of a tap. Rushworth starting to pester those mirrors. Tight lining, lost a little bit of stability in that rear. Clifton remains safe for a little bit longer. 17. 6 minutes left on the clock. So it's 3 to 4 laps left to the race. Had to come into the pits as well. And 201 still the fastest lap of the race. To 201.66 by Aiden Kale. Visma is only marginally away from her time at 201.68. second gap starting to form between the battle for P3. Left in at Rushworth, just get around the lap car, Buckland. There you go, thanks for jumping the stream. We go cockpit view with Ricky, sure can. Been on the chase for Mahoney for a little while now. Chicanes. Good gal. You're doing well. Just a couple of laps for the race. We really have some battles for P3. And the battle's still continuing. P7 between Clifton and Rushworth. Brakes unsettling for Clifton coming into the chicane. Track temperature's gone up a degree as the sun's made its way out a whole lot more. The humidity also increasing. Job, he's only got to keep Rushworth bay for a couple of laps. Yeah, watching the clocks, there's only 50 seconds left. So it'll be white flag out as Visma crosses the line. He's coming down pit straight now. Final lap for round 9. We're on lap 20. Currently 3.9 gap over P2. Having dropped numerous positions off the grid start, plough through very quickly and recover those spots to lead the rest of the way. Points-wise, series leader Tim Mulford is currently in P6. It's 5-position gap that he's got over Visma. Taking pole. It's going to be bringing those championship points much closer. Oh no, there's a lock-up. He's overshot. Mistake for Mahoney. could have gone very bad for the two of them. So it's probably going to be podium for Ricky Hyde now. We're only a couple of corners away from seeing the checkered flag. Turn 17 now to bring him to the home straight. Checkered flag to give the race win to Anthony Visma. Solid drive. And also on the podium, P2, Aiden Kale. Ricky Hyde. Very close podium for P3. Some bad luck with Mahoney costing that spot. Only half a lap away from the checkered flag. Then Peter Vanderkram P5. Series leader Tim Mulford bring up in P6. Clifton held off Andrew Rushworth. Rushworth dropped back a little bit as well. More of a gap in there, so may have been a little bit of a mistake on that final lap. Yeah, was there some contact between yous in the Sunday night race? Kaitana comes home, P9, Jackson through a P10. Shane Newlands come home in P11. Looks like big movers for the race. It's 9 positions, which was Kai Turner. Finishing up P12. Russ again, it will be P13. Oh, a little bit loose still for Haley Louise Fries, who's contending with a fair bit of damage to that front left. And our left side taking a pretty solid hit. Having crossed the line now, so we'll take a look at those results. And race results for the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Supercars Championship Round 9 at Suzuka International Racing Course GP. Anthony Visma is our race winner. Then also on the podium, Aiden Kale in P2 and P3 goes to Ricky Hyde. And the rest of the standings then Joe Mahoney, Peter Vanderkran, Tim Mulford, Mick Clifton, Andrew Rushworth, Kai Turner, Jackson Frewer, Shane Newans, Brad Hayes, Russell Gander, Justin Haitley, Stephen Luckhurst, Stephanie Piccoli, Mike Cochran, Phil Buckland in P18. And 19 through 21 we have Andrew Carr, Tony Phillips, and then Adrian Simpson. So we'll cross over and see if our drivers are not too shy for a chat. Got Aiden, hopefully no mic issues for him this week. Well done, Aiden.
Oh, sorry, the mic's not working.
Can hear your mic now.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, so congratulations, guys. It was a pretty good race. It was pretty scary for you coming up for that podium finish with you, Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of the lock and understeer from Mahoney. This could have gone badly for both of you.
Yeah, could have.
and door open to be able to grab that podium spot.
Yeah, happy with that.
Congratulations, solid run. And Anthony, race win. Had a
Yeah,
solid
finally,
gap as well.
Finally out of race, no dramas, and the boys were there, like they were all pretty close the whole race, so I wasn't like cruising. I was trying as hard as I could, and I don't know what Tim was doing, if he just needed the points or to clinch the championship, but still had a good race up the front. There was a few guys that were missing this week, but there we go next week.
And that's it. Probably with the gap you had in the end with yourself and Mulford both in qualifying and in the race, it's probably going to bring it a lot closer, make it not such of an arrive and win for him now. So he's going to have to make sure for a good run and have a clean one.
Oh, well, I'm sure he done his sums before the race, so he's been around, he's smart, so he knows what he's doing, but I'm sure he would have been up there. He's been driving really good lately, so it was nice to have a bit of a break, actually.
And that is a tricky bit with the longer tracks like Suzuka. With only 10 minutes of qualifying, you don't get that too many opportunities to be able to fix up a bit of a dodgy lap on yourself, so you really have to try and make that lap work for you and hope you can hold it off and not lose that spot.
When I was running there, the boys, it was down to like 3 seconds with a few laps to go, and just if you come up on a lap car and get him at the wrong time, like that's it, your lead's gone. So it's not in V8s these days. It's never an easy race.
No, definitely not. And then at least it was a much nicer start for you this week. You did lose a few spots off the grid, but better than the stall.
I'm having a shocker with the starts, but at least I had it. At least I had it in gear this week, so that's a plus.
Yeah, definitely. And then powered through to get the race win. So Ricky charged through pretty quickly on you at the start.
I had no, yeah, I did. I was like, oh.
That was huge lead, yeah.
Nah, by turn 1, I realised I had no force feedback, so I raced the whole first half without force feedback.
Oh, really?
So that's why I
that
let the guys go through and just trying to stay out of the way.
Bit creepy, yeah.
Oh, mate, it was crap. But, oh man, I was expecting Visma and Aiden to fly past anyway. I was ready to go right. Good on you guys. I knew you were fast, so
yeah,
I was just trying to hold my spot.
Yeah, congrats Aiden. It's I think it was fastest lap of the race again too, but not a whole lot of difference between you and Anthony. I think it was a 201.66 is your fastest lap, Aiden, and Anthony got 0.68, so not a whole lot in it.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. It was a bit hectic at the start there. I was I need to get my starts down pat, but no, it was a pretty good race. It was it was hotly contested. It was a lot harder than what last week's race was, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. A little bit more tricky of a track around Suzuka. So it's got some good fast corners in it, which you can really capitalise once you get that golden line all the way through. And from the looks of it, you were getting that pretty consistently out there. Some pretty quick lap times, similar to what we're seeing in qualifying, so well done.
Awesome, thank you.
And then was fuel pretty decent? You didn't have to try and scrape the fuel to get that last second stint. Sometimes usually the longer tracks, especially with some bigger, faster corners and the high-speed straights, was an alright one?
Yeah, there's plenty of fuel to go. These guys could jump in early. Usually it's too early to jump in, but no, man, fuel was good this round. I don't know why. Some tracks it's tough.
I actually ran out of fuel on the right at the end, so for me it was a little bit more risky. But doing the East Coast stuff last week has definitely prepped me a bit for this race.
Yeah, and I think Ricky, you're leading pretty well until that pit stop, And then it was an extra couple of seconds in the box, so yeah, it's looking for you, Aiden.
Oh, that was me escaping and resetting my force feedback.
Oh, that
and
was
pulling
you
the
fixing
cable
it
out.
then?
Yeah, I
that'd
fixed it.
do
I fixed it in half.
That's
So I
alright
knew
for
what to
2
do.
seconds.
I was like, I needed to get there. I needed to get to the pits to fix it. I fixed it, got back in. I was like, I got full power. So
Yeah, and then I suppose you started to power back through pretty quickly after that.
Oh,
so
those
it would've
guys
been,
were gonna-
would have been
I
feeling
kind
good to feel what the wheel was doing.
absolutely, no, those guys are quick. You guys are quick. Well done.
Yeah,
I just
well
had
done,
popcorn
guys.
watching you.
No, you're doing a good job, Ricky. Keep it up, mate. You're going good. I was
Fun, man. This is fun series, man.
yeah, it is.
I vote more supercars. That's just
I was
me.
trying to help my teammate out, Mick Clifton, and he just got into 3rd place. Just as I said, "Oh, Mick, you'll have a good run tonight," he spun out.
Don't tell them that. Oh,
Yeah, he was
oh,
running
don't
up there
say that.
good
You
for
cursed my
ages.
teammate.
No, well, I said at the start, mate, all you got to do is keep your eye on Ricky, Mick.
Oh, jeez.
Uh.
And he went past. Was he the one who went past me?
Yeah, he did.
I think he went up second, and he must have
Yeah,
gone.
he got
I'm
the
in
second or third.
second, and he went off.
Yeah, that's right.
Must
That
have
was
been when
funny.
Anthony was
Yeah.
telling him.
Got a break.
Um,
Funny race. Thanks, JT. Thanks, Apex. That's awesome. Good series.
Yeah, no worries. It's been a pleasure watching the good battles out there and the phenomenal lap times being set. So well done. And it'll be exciting to see how it's going to be, because it's pretty close for points for a lot of the top end on the standings. So there's going to be big room for movement coming into the final round next week. So
Where are we going?
That's Algarve.
oh,
Tricky track, so it's going to be an interesting one to wrap it up with.
Oh.
yeah. Well, Ray said last night I had a shocker.
Yeah, not too many people tend to favourite that one. It's one of my favourite ones, but definitely not in the V8 Supercar.
Very technical, yeah.
Yeah, too loose of a machine to trying to go around for me, but look like you guys are out there having a whole lot of fun, so I'm sure you'll be doing the same thing next week. And you just want to give
can't
your
wait.
shout outs as well. Took the race win. Anthony, if you want to do yours first.
I obviously thank you guys, everyone that puts the effort in to put it on the series. It's a great series. Look forward to it every week. Obviously, I'd like to thank Accelerate Sim Racing, Abbey Timber, Primal Wheels, Box and Locks, Narang Modern Deck, and congratulations to the other boys on the podium.
Thank you, and away to you, Aiden.
I'd like to thank my team sponsors, JTIT Computer Consulting, BE Electrical and Solar, and obviously the Race on Oz boys, especially Joe, who's actually been coaching and helping me try and get some speed up, as I'm relatively new to all this. And yeah, thanks to the other boys for making it a great race tonight.
Cheers, and all yours, Ricky.
Thanks to 801 Sim Racing boys to let me be in the team. Loving it. Thanks to Phoenix Radiators, Bliss Homes, and Blue Ice Auto Air Conditioning.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. Congratulations on the great race and the podium finish, and all the best of luck for next week.
Awesome,
Thanks all.
thank you.
All right, cheers.
Cheers,
See you,
guys.
Thanks again.
There we have our podium finishes with Anthony Visma taking the race win for round 9 at Suzuka, Aiden Cale in P2 and Ricky Hyde in P3. And then that is round 9 done and dusted. It's a 10-round series, so that sees us for the final round next week. So we'll be back again, same time, 7:30, 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, going live for the final round of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Supercars Championship, and that's at Algarve International Circuit Grand Prix. So you do not definitely want to miss that one. It's going to be an exciting race. As we've seen from all the 9 rounds so far of the series, the drivers have put on a fantastic racing show. So thank you very much to all our drivers for putting on a great round of races for us to witness. So thank you very much to all of our viewers tuning in and supporting the league and our drivers, and also a shout out to our sponsors and partners: Pagnian Advanced Simulation, Next Level Racing, Dubby, Fanatec, Stump Grinding, Central Coast, Razor and Chubby Buns Burgers. Once again, thanks for tuning in and hope to see you trackside next week.